Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Motherland, Salem, Season 1, Episode 7, Mother Mycelium. Now Mycelium, that's like mushrooms, unless I am completely going to lose my mind. And that scares me because Raelle touched the mushroomy thing and she had some of it on her finger and she said, oh, I didn't touch it, so the woman didn't tell her what it was, and that's stressful if everything else in this show wasn't stressful enough as it is. I love these characters so much already. The main three are already so special to me in my heart, and I'm willing to give Scylla the benefit of the doubt, although I feel like she's going to be having a fairly rough time this episode with older Adler. But yeah, I'm just so ready to keep watching this brilliant show. If you would like to watch the unedited version, it's up on my Patreon along with episodes 8 and 9. And if you would like to watch the edited version early, you can get a week ahead on my Patreon. Episode 8 is already up as well. So yeah, I'm really excited for this show. Let's go.
One battle, the one between us and them.
It doesn't have to be between. So
the last war. Eat.
I like that clarification that the Spree are... Is it poisoned or made with stuff that's going to make her tell the truth?
I'm fighting for freedom.
But I like the clarification that the Spree are anti-all humans,
Tell us what you know,
rather than just anti-conscription.
Right, you're wrong. No.
Yeah, I didn't think that was going to be real food.
Until there's total liberation.
And what, enslavement of all non-witches? Conscription is bad, yes. It's bad that humans are very anti-witch, yes. But... Spree's not the answer. Is that Scylla's room?
That was Scylla's room. Everywhere I look, there she is.
She is looking unwell, which makes it look like...
You told me that.
Just because she's grieving, but is it because of the mushroom thing? Tally's feeling just... She knows something she can't tell and she wants to tell.
He's cute. Can I eat my breakfast before you start planning my wedding? I'm finished.
Couple of months, terminal cases like this in various
Oh god.
It may have wrapped around her vocal cords.
Oh no, that's for a witch. Can...
Get out!
Oh goodness.
Volunteer.
For once, it's not one of our group.
Master this music, and you can become attuned to your target's life force.
Okay, cool. Well, you murdered someone. She's currently dying.
Thank you, soldier.
Scarred her for life.
Why don't you go take a rest before jumping back in?
Can she go take a shower before jumping back in?
That Christo-pagan nonsense is not how this is done.
Well, it's how I learned it.
And how'd that work out for Porter? Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall.
Oh my god.
Raelle did is very dangerous. It could have hurt someone.
What happened?
She happened. She?
Well, maybe if you hadn't been such a bitch to her.
Fine. She's one of mine. In case you didn't notice, she just put you on your ass.
Citydrop is being expedited. So when you're
Oh.
not eating or sleeping, you're at the workshop building and modifying.
I've heard whispers about a growing debate in Congress to revoke the accord, disband the army.
I mean, if you want the witches running amok, all of them, not just the Spree.
Fear,
Yeah,
mostly.
pretty much anything can be justified by fear.
I simply extend the invitation to accept my rulings.
Aswa.
You are a very power-hungry woman. I do think that deep down she doesn't want what's best. I do think that, you know, she's not plain evil, but...
Him?
Kissing, and then everything went to shit.
Yeah, there's no excuse. You could have stopped kissing and told her. Sure, why don't we go be friends?
At the lodge for dinner.
Or that annoying ray of sunshine was.
I love their friendship.
What's that?
Mushroom, tell the woman.
We're at your service.
If you want some
I just want to be alone.
relaxation.
Thanks, boys.
So she's being a bit more mature about the situation, which, you know, you shouldn't necessarily have to be mature, but
Your sister's in the best place possible.
I don't think he believes that.
37 frostbitten legs after an ice attack in Bulgaria.
What happened to 38th leg?
Take a walk, and I can tell you the rest of the story.
She likes him.
Wait, Adele, what?
She's a soldier here. What do you expect,
All
sweetheart?
the weather you fight with has a cost.
And yes, there may be some side effects.
It's what
The
their
good we do
witches are
far
sort of
outweighs the bad.
brought up and
And you're
brainwashed.
patronizing and arrogant.
I mean, this is true love, isn't it?
I'm a 6th generation bellwether. I know more than the smartest cadet in basic.
I see. Now who's arrogant?
I mean, Abigail is definitely arrogant. We love her, but I'm finding this unpleasant as well. If we could stop this torture.
Could be ague or break bones.
I'm glad she's getting this checked out.
What are those?
They're like the first crack of lightning before the deluge.
Oh my goodness, of course, living in a war
You
zone.
have to hide before the storms hit, and death always follows after them.
I don't think this is working. Oh, I take that back. Oh no. Now it's back in even more force. God, what is happening? My God, is that plague?
Coming here was a mistake.
You gave everything to come here for her.
There's nothing.
Raelle, is that what she's... Raelle is a
Please don't get
off-book, off-canon healer.
I know someone who could help.
Oh, but she's mushroom infected at the present.
You're powerful. You can do things that no one else can. And I need your
That's
help,
why the Spree want her.
please.
But please check out your weird mushroom finger before you go near any children.
Okay, I'm listening. You've been acting weird. No, I haven't.
Oh.
Seriously, why have you been avoiding me? I don't know what it is exactly, but it's moving towards us.
So he can turn himself invisible. That is impressive. He kidnapped a child from the hospital.
Through the rivers, they shall not flood you.
I'm stressed.
When you walk through the fire.
Oh, it's fighting back. They're holding hands.
It's gone.
Did it work or did it give up on her?
Yeah.
But where did the sickness go? It gave her up. Where did it go?
This isn't right. What do you mean?
Was it the mushroom finger?
Take on the illness, even if it's.
Oh. It went into the mushroom. Right?
Says it was a miracle.
We don't believe in those. Go away.
Garrett. Hi.
Is this another time?
You're gonna apologise because you could have broken off the kisses and told her
I'm
anytime.
gonna ask you. You can tell me anything.
You didn't tell her anything.
You can tell me everything. Or nothing. It doesn't matter.
You're engaged. Stop leading her on. She's trying to do the right thing. Oh, Tally. This is not the best way or the healthiest way to process lying to Raelle.
I want to thank you for what you and your friends did for my sister.
You don't need to thank me.
Please.
Is Alda gonna see them together and realise that her unit's the one that helped? Ooh. Is he teaching her how to do that? That is cool.
So this is what you do.
I didn't think men could wield magic.
You are everything.
He's the type of guy I feel like would be good for Abigail.
Can you imagine what we could do with this power?
Huh.
What the military could achieve?
Exactly what he is terrified of.
Unfortunately, I can't.
Adele, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. I didn't.
She meant the lives that could be saved. Oh god. Okay. What are we doing? Do they know it was her? Are they using her to use against Scylla? Or is this about healing the girl? Oh, and no one's told her that Scylla's Spree.
This can't be real.
Oh, sweetheart.
It's me. It's really me.
Why are they putting Raelle through this kind of experience?
Oh my god.
She's one of them.
All of them. Please don't believe everything they tell you.
Just some of it.
Because they want. I love you, Raelle. And I would never do anything.
She did pick you over the Spree, but she's still loyal to the Spree in general. Are they gonna wipe her mind? What? they going to make it so Raelle doesn't remember this meeting? Because this is torturing her. I mean, it's effectively torture. I mean, it's very good torture, but it's using someone else against people is like the most sadistic form of.
Don't be nervous. Now's the moment you stop being complicit in their evil.
And start being complicit in your own evil. Scylla. You've made stupid choices. I fully understand that, like, she got essentially brainwashed into this, but stupid choices.
We are the Spree.
She's a mass murderer. Which makes me struggle to like her, because she was fine with killing people. And I want to be able to like Scylla and think she's good for Raelle. Does she regret what she did?
Civilian presence. That is to be expected.
Human shields.
When I linked with Scylla, I sensed it. A trace of regret.
That is important.
She wavered.
We have more pressing matters.
That is important. Regret is important because she was a girl who lost everything, blamed it. Did she think it was a dream?
I was in her jail cell. She's being tortured. The army's holding her.
Why didn't they wipe her memories?
Raelle is just a dream.
And Tally knows it's probably true. And she's sick because she woke up too quickly. Oh my goodness.
Citydrop's now.
Oh god, these poor girls.
All of your training has led to this.
And so you do it the night after you torture Raelle.
My deal's work is done.
Well,
This child is scary. Very scary. Child? Please no. Is the girl attacking her? Is that what's happening now? Is this an attack? Good for you, child. You think you can manipulate a little impressionable child? Think again. I love the three of you very much. You've got this. Another brilliant episode. Oh, I want to watch more. I want to know exactly what Citydrop is, because it's quite a vague thing. They're dropping into a city, I presume, right now, but what does Citydrop mean? Oh my god. So this episode was just continuing on from the previous ones, building on what happened in the past, building up into what's coming. And obviously we still had Raelle grieving. Raelle's still infected by the weird mushroom thingy on her finger and no one knows. I mean, she did get it tested. And it seems like when she healed the child, the mushroom thing in the necro place is now infected. I don't know what the significance of that is going to be going forwards. I'm sure we'll find out. So yeah, the little girl and her brother, this disease, whatever it is it potentially caused by too much magic being used in a sort of weapony way? That seemed to be what Adil was saying. I loved his relationship with Abigail, but the biggest struggle there is his complete and utter pacifist beliefs. His beliefs that this magic should never be used as a weapon, and Abigail being raised as a bellwether to be the best warrior ever. That's always going to be a conflict there, but I think a compromise between the two would be good. It's hard because so much of what military people do is often wrong and not ethical, but there are a lot of people in the military, or a lot of them, especially in this show, at the core want to do the right thing and want to protect people, and the Spree are terrorists. So then Raelle grieving, Scylla still trying to process the fact that she's gone, trusting her unit being there, and then what Anacostia did. I totally understand it from, like, if you take out all emotions and you look at this, you need to break that person, bringing in someone they love, ripping them away, you know, kind of that whole concept is the best way to get through to people. Whenever I watch a show and a villain, like, has the main character and someone they care about, and they don't try and use that person against them, there is a part of me that's like, it's a bit of a soft villain, really. Whenever you have a character who's like, whatever you do to me, I don't care, bringing in someone else is heartless and cruel, but it is what you do. What I find, and like, okay, so torturing Scylla, no, I'm totally against torture. I don't believe we should torture enemy combatants. But even if you think, okay, fine, we can torture people like they were torturing Scylla, bringing in Raelle, getting Raelle involved, and making it so she remembers is so heartless, because they've seen how she's falling apart, and Raelle's one of them. Raelle's loyal. Raelle's a good candidate. There is no evidence that Raelle was going to run off and join the Spree or anything like that. So I don't like that they let her keep her memories, so that she, I mean, I know, sure, like, she will probably right now feel like it's a dream. I guess at some point if Tally says, oh no, she's Spree and I told Anacostia, that's when it could completely fracture their group's unity. But not only that, then Raelle will be like, oh, it's true, and her memory will be that they dragged her in there, let her see her girlfriend being tortured, then dragged her away. Like, that's such a brutal thing that it's not going to make Raelle more loyal. So I really don't agree with that. It was really hard to watch, and I am someone that's not totally comfortable with with Raelle and Scylla's relationship, simply because Scylla was lying so much and Scylla is a mass murderer. These are things I want to love their relationship, but I can't love their relationship. So I did not agree with that, and how they used Raelle in that moment, in that scene. Then Tally and Garrett. Obviously in this world, the whole concept of marriage or being with someone, it's not meant to be forever. It's probably rare for it to be forever, because the idea is to just cycle through relationships and have as many kids as possible once you're of childbearing age. I don't know whether that applies to War College and whatnot, like if after Beltane people could get pregnant or whatnot, but in some ways, like, I don't blame Tally for sleeping with him as about 5 days engaged, betrothed as they put it. I mean, yeah, it's not the best call, but her headspace right now is not good, and she was trying to put distance between them. She was trying to, and he was the one that kept going after her. And I'm sorry, like, if you just want to be friends, then if she starts coming on to you, you pull back. And that's what he should have done at the wedding. The minute she started kissing him, maybe after his initial rush of it, he should have pulled away, because you can stop someone from kissing you. It's not that hard. And been like, nope, stop, I don't want this, or I want this, but I'm engaged. She deserved to know that. Or he needs to end it with his fiancée. Now, what I'm particularly confused by is the fact that his fiancée seemed to be here at the school at Port Salem. It's not a school. Now, is she part of a different, is she higher up, I guess, in training or something? So she wasn't part of that whole Beltane and the real. She was just cool with the fact that the guy she was about to be officially betrothed to was going to go and sleep with someone else. I guess that's how it worked. But Garrett is the one I have the most fault with here, because he knew he was going to be engaged. He allowed something pretty serious to develop with Tally, allowed her to think it was something real and serious, then didn't stop her to tell her the truth, and now is knocking on her door. Like, I would love to love their relationship. It is a lot healthier than Scylla's, but I'm not happy with him. Tally, you can definitely see, is really struggling with having the secret that she's trying to keep from Raelle. She does not know what to do, and I think being with Garrett was a nice way to distract herself from that, even if it was a mess. And we know from what Raelle said that she's been avoiding her, because clearly she feels so terrible about this that she's just not going to go and see her, not going to talk to her, and then she won't have to tell her or feel bad about telling her. I think there is a chance that if Anacostia hadn't burst in to say it was time for Citydrop, Tally may well have said, well, you know, she's free and I told her. Like, I feel like maybe upon seeing Raelle in that state, it's just so unfair that they're doing this massive thing that's going to decide their careers right after they torture one of them, and the other two are going to be a bit groggy from waking up from the sleep spell. Now, Raelle being a brilliant healer, I love. We've always known that she's inherited it from her mother. She knows her mother's ways of doing things. I'm scared about I'm glad that she didn't get infected by the weird disease, but I'm scared about the mushroom thing. But, you know, she is extremely powerful. Abigail, we know, is extremely powerful, and Tally is extremely powerful with the sight. I mean, she was the one that when they did that thing and she was all excited about the boys being here, that she could tell exactly where all the things were, but we know now that she's also just naturally gifted at the sight. It feels like this is a team that really balances each other out, and I really love them. And whatever Citydrop is, I'm sure that they can excel at it. My issue right now is that they are currently in a very fractured state. Abigail's still healing. Tally has this huge secret that it's probably knowing television going to come out in the middle of this mission. Raelle has literally just experienced an extraordinarily traumatic event, seeing her girlfriend chained up being tortured. No one has told her in that moment that she was Spree. You know, Scylla just said, oh, they're going to tell you horrible things about me, don't believe them all. I love you, they were dragged apart. You know, in that moment, that is a very disturbing thing, and it's not a thing in which any of those people said, and she's evil. So even if she thinks it's a dream, that's a very distracting dream, and she's potentially still possessed by a mushroom. I don't know what's happening with that plotline. Just, oh my goodness, so much is happening, and they are really accelerating their training. Every aspect of their training has been brought quicker and quicker and quicker, and I don't think that's safe. I can kind of understand the desire behind it, but at the same point, are you saying that you want to rush through training these young soldiers because so many of them are dying out there they should have the proper length of training, because that's the safest form of training. There's a reason training took however long it was that you wanted to put it as, so I'm very worried about that. I really hope that our team do well as they can do, safely and well, and that Citydrop goes well. I'm slightly concerned that given all the fractures at the moment, that won't happen. I'm also would like Glory to do well. I don't particularly care about the rest of her unit, but I want Glory to be okay. And then I love the little girl. I love the way that she stood up to Alder and made her feel pain and made her feel scared, because I do not like Alder. I think she's been in power for too long. Her methods are, in her mind, my methods are the only way. I don't agree with them torturing Scylla. I can kind of understand when you have this mentality that Scylla is a mass murdering terrorist. She could tell you things. They know on a location, for instance, of an armory where there might be Spree. That you're just desperate to get that information, but it's not ethical, it's not good, and it's not going to help in the long run. Further confirmation as well from the Witch Father that the people, the human populace, is turning against witches again, that there is a real chance that the Salem Accords could be revoked. Now I think, you know, Alder going up to the president and being like, oh yeah, like the whole interaction she had with the president in the previous episode was so bad in a way. They would make the president want to get rid of it. Now I think that would be quite short-sighted, because then you would not only have the Spree running around killing humans, you would have other witches potentially joining the Spree, especially if the Spree switch to a we're better than humans, why do they hate us, they keep attacking us, we're going to go after them mentality, which is kind of what we learned from Citydrop at the beginning, is a bit more of the Spree, which I really like that clarification, that the Spree is not just anti-conscription, the Spree is witch superiority as well, which of course they are. So I just think breaking the Salem Accords would be very dangerous in the long run. Maybe less so now as there are less witches than there used to be, but yeah. I love this show so much. I've got 3 episodes left. I am so excited. I'm really scared as well, because so many things are building up. And like, this show has managed to move so quickly through its plots, so unbelievably fast, yet it doesn't feel rushed, it feels earned. I feel like I really know these characters, and I'm just so excited to keep watching more. So yeah, if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction, that's up on my Patreon along with episodes 9 and 10, and if you would like to watch episode 8 early in the edited form, that is also up on my Patreon. And yeah, I'm so excited to keep watching. I'm so scared. I love this show. Thank you for watching.